Hello students, today we will discuss some of the CET problems on the chapters Relations and Functions. So in this chapter the key points are finding the domain and range of the different types of function and finding the different functions here. Let's do the problems one by one. The first question will be the domain of the function f of x is equal to 1 divided by square root of modulus of x minus x is. Options are, the first one will be open interval minus infinity comma plus infinity. Second one open interval 0 to infinity. Third option open interval minus infinity to 0, and fourth one will be open interval minus infinity to plus infinity other than 0 here. So here the function f of x is 1 divided by root of modulus of x minus x. So this is a rational function. So the rational function, so you know that the rational function is defined only when denominator is not equal to 0. That means square root of modulus of x minus x is not equal to 0. And also you know that square root of negative values are not defined. So for that reason this should be, so the term within the square root modulus of x minus x should be strictly greater than 0 here. So here modulus of x minus x is greater than 0, which implies modulus of x is strictly greater than x. So modulus of x strictly greater than x, that indicates x is less than 0. For example, modulus of minus 3. So modulus of minus 3 will be plus 3. So plus 3 is greater than minus 3. So every modulus number is greater than the actual value. Therefore, this x should be less than 0. So this is possible only when x is negative here, that is less than 0. Therefore, the domain of the function, the given function is minus infinity to 0. So set of all values of x which is less than 0 indicates open interval minus infinity to 0 here. That is option C. The second question will be, if two sets A and B having 99 elements in common, then the number of elements common to each of the sets A cross B and B cross A are. There are four options here: 2 to the power 99, 99 to the power 2, 100 and 80. So we have a concept here, that is the number of elements common to each of the set A cross B and B cross A is nothing but square of the number of common elements. So square of the number of common elements. Here already they given that for these two sets A and B there are 99 common elements. Therefore, the number of common elements to each of the set A cross B and B cross A will be square of the common element, that is 99 square. That is the square of the number of common elements. So 99 into 99. So 99 square will be the number here. Therefore, answer will be the option B here in this case. The next question will be, suppose that the number of elements in set A is P, the number of elements in set B is Q, and the number of elements in A cross B, that is the Cartesian product of the two set A cross B, is 7. Then P square plus Q square is equal to, there are 4 options here, 49, 42, 50 and 51 here. So what are the given data here? So number of elements in a set A, that is n of A is equal to P and n of B is equal to Q and n of A cross B is equal to 7 here. So n of A cross B is equal to 7, that is P into Q. You also know that number of elements in the Cartesian product A cross B is number of elements of A into number of elements of B, that is P into Q is equal to 7. So this is a prime number. Product of two number is 7 is possible only when the numbers are 7 and 1 here. That is when P is equal to 7, Q will be 1, or when P is 1, Q will be 7. This is the possibility here. So if I assume that the value of P is 7 and value of Q is 1, which implies P square plus Q square is equal to 7 square plus 1 square, that is 49 plus 1. Therefore, the value will be 50 here. Therefore, the option is option C. The next problem will be the Cartesian product of A cross A has 9 elements, 2 of which are order pair -1, 0 and 0, 1. The remaining elements of A cross A is given by. So these are the 4 options here. So in A cross A has 9 elements in which 2 are given, order pair -1, 0 and order pair 0, 1 here. So if order pair -1, 0 belongs to A cross A, that implies, that is, you know the definition of the Cartesian product. So this implies first elements always belongs to the first set A and second element always belongs to the second set B. That means -1 and 0 belongs to the set A. So from this 0 belongs to A and 1 belongs to the A. So finally, which implies that A has 3 elements -1, 0, 1. By definition, we find A cross A. These are the elements of the Cartesian product A cross A. So in which -1, order pair -1, 0 and 0, 1 are present, -1, 0 and 0, 1. The remaining elements are these: -1, 1, 0, 0, -1, -1, 1, -1, 0, -1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So out of these 4 options, option B has the remaining elements. Therefore, answer for this question will be option B. Fifth question. Let A has 3 elements 1, 2, 3. The total number of distinct relations that can be defined over A. So we have to find the number of distinct relations. You know that relation is always a subset of the Cartesian product. Here we have to define the Cartesian product A cross A here. So the options will be 2 to the power 9, 6, 8, 2 to the power 6 here. So we discuss in this manner. A cross B. The number of elements of A cross B is number of elements of A into number of elements of B. But here there is only one set A. Therefore, number of elements of A cross A is number of elements of A into number of elements of A. So here the number of elements of A is 3. Therefore, 3 into 3, 9 elements. So the relation is nothing but subsets of the Cartesian product. Relation is nothing but subsets of the Cartesian product. And for a set, if the set has n elements, The number of subsets for the given set is 2 to the power n. Using that, the total number of subsets of A cross A is 2 to the power 9. That means total number of relations from A cross A to A will be 2 to the power 9. Therefore, the answer will be option A here. The next question is similar to the previous one. Let n of A has 8 elements and n of B has p elements. Then the total number of non-empty relations that can be defined from A to B is. There are 4 options: A to the power p, n to the power p minus 1, 8 into p minus 1 and 2 to the power 8p minus 1. So you know that the number of relations. So relations is nothing but subsets of the Cartesian product. But we want non-empty relation. Therefore, we find the non-empty subsets of the Cartesian product A cross B. So here n of A cross B is n of A into n of B. N of A has 8 elements, n of B has p elements. Number of elements in A cross B is 8 into p. We know that number of non-empty subsets of a set A has n elements will be 2 to the power n minus 1. So, the number of non-empty relations from A to B is 2 to the power 8p, because number of elements of this Cartesian product is 8p. So, 2 to the power 8p minus 1. Therefore, answer will be the option D. Here, A has 4 elements. Then which of the following relations are functions from A to itself? So you have to find which are the functions from A to itself here. So these are the 4 options. F1 is a function. F1 is denoted as set of all order pair x comma y such that y is equal to x plus 1. F2 is a relation such that, or set of all order pair x comma y, x plus y should be greater than 4. Third one, F3 is set of all order pair x comma y belongs to this Cartesian product A cross A such that y is less than x. And fourth one will be order pair x comma y such that x plus y is equal to 5 here. So first we write the tabular form of these relations F1, F2, F3 and F4. Then we identify which one will be the function here. So here F1. According to the definition of this F1, these are the elements here. Y is x plus 1. So both x and y belongs to the set A itself. Therefore, when x is 1, y value is 2. When x is 2, y is 3. When x is 3, y is 4. We cannot take x as 4, because if I take x as 4, y value will be 5. But 5 does not belong to the given set A. So, clearly I can say that f1 is not a function, because the element 4 has no image here. You know the definition of the function. Every element of the set A must have unique image in a set B. Then only we say that mapping f from A to B is a function. So the element 4 has no image. Therefore f1 is not a function. Therefore first is this option A will not be a function here. Next one, f2. According to the definition, x plus y is strictly greater than 4. You have to collect the order pair such that sum of these two should be greater than 4. So these are the elements of the relation f2 here. So here this is also not a function, because the element 2, 3 and 4 has many images. So these are many images. You know that The if mapping is a function only when it has a unique image. So these are have many images, therefore f2 is not a function. Next we move to the next one, f3. According to the definition, you have to collect the order pair x comma y such that y is less than x. So y is 1 is less than 2, here 1 is less than 3, 2 is less than 3, 1 is less than 4. So these are the elements here. Here this is also not a function because the element 1 belongs to the set A, has no image. There is no order pair such that which has the first element as 1 here. Therefore, this is not a function. Then clearly fourth one, that is f4 will be the function. 1 has a image 4, unique image. 2 has a unique image 3. 3 has a unique image 2 and 4 has a unique image 1. That is f4 is defined as set of all order pair x comma y belongs to A cross A such that x plus y is equal to 5. Therefore, the answer will be option D. Yes. Eighth one will be, let f has the 4 elements is a function from z to z, set of all integer to set of all integer, defined by f of x is equal to ax plus b for some integers a and b. So you have to find the values of this a and b. You know that f of x is equal to ax plus b is a linear function here. You have to find the values of a and b. So these are the 4 options. So for that we have to choose any 2 elements of this function f. Then we substitute here. Then we find the values of a and b. So for simplicity, I'll choose the elements as order pair 0, minus 1 and another element order pair 1, 1. If order pair 0, minus 1 belongs to the f, by the definition, f of 0 is equal to minus 1 here. So order pair 0, minus 1 belongs to f implies image of 0 under the function f will be minus 1. That means a into 0, because the function is ax plus b, a into 0 plus b is equal to minus 1, which implies value of b is minus 1. Similarly, order pair 1, 1 belongs to f implies image of 1 under the function f will be 1. So substitute this in the given equation. You'll get a into 1 plus b equal to 1. But we already know the value of b as minus 1. Substitute here. So which implies a is equal to 2. Therefore, value of a is 2 and value of b is minus 1. That will be the option A here. So here you have to find the range of the function. The function is defined as f of x is equal to x minus 2 divided by 2 minus x here. So find the range. So these are the options here. To find the range, first you have to check what is the domain of this function. Since this is a rational function and you know that rational function is defined only for denominator is not equal to 0. So here the domain for this function is set of all real number other than 2, because if I substitute x equal to 2 here, denominator becomes 0. Therefore, the domain for this function is set of all real number other than 2. So for all x belongs to this domain, f of x is equal to minus 1, because if I take any value here, f of x is there. So f of x has this one, f of x is equal to x minus 2, x minus 2 divided by 2 minus x is there. So instead of 2 minus x, I'll take minus of x minus 2 here. So x minus 2 get cancelled. You will get the value as minus 1. That is, f of x is equal to minus 1. This is a constant function. You know the definition of the constant function. For every element of the set, this domain of this, answer will be a constant, that is minus 1. Therefore, the range of the given function will be the set having the element minus 1. Therefore, answer for this is option C. And the last question of this section is, f of x is equal to x cube and g of x is equal to x square plus 1 be two real functions. Then what is f minus g of x? These are the four options. You know by definition of algebra of this function, f minus g of x is nothing but f of x minus g of x. So f of x is x cube and g of x is x square plus 1. Since there is a minus sign, so multiply minus sign here. So x cube minus x square minus 1. Therefore, the answer will be option D.